If you're a mixed Black person, do you feel comfortable celebrating Black History Month?
So it's Black History Month, and I heard that if you're mixed, you only get to celebrate it until the 15th, and if your mom...
Correction, to the 14th. There's only 28 days this month.
Glad to have you, amazing viewer. It's another exciting time, another educational video, collection of TikTok videos. I must mention that we'll be looking at biracial people during this Black History Month. You know, they're always in a position where they have to choose the black or white side, you know. And this Black History Month, some people are saying that biracial kids are only to celebrate Black history for 14 days if they have Black parent, Black father. But if their mother is white, so they shouldn't celebrate Black history for 11 days. Why is that? Let's find out.
I got mixed feelings about the content that I see being a biracial person during this month, because I hate when people say you only get to celebrate half the month, because bitch, I'm gonna celebrate as long as I want to.
Bro, when I say mixed people can never win, this is what I mean. You're never Black enough for the Black people. You're never white enough for the white people. Everybody always wants to call you the opposite race. To Black girls, I'm white. To white girls, I'm Black. Like, I just don't understand why everybody has such a problem with my race and what I am. Like, keep your opinions over there type shit. Like, my dad is Black. My father is 100% Black. My mother is 100% white. I have a genetic disorder that makes me white as fuck with green eyes, okay? Like, go educate yourselves, okay?
So it's Black History Month, and I heard that if you're mixed, you only get to celebrate it until the 15th, and if your mom is white, you only get to celebrate it until the 11th. So I'm going to be taking these 11 days very seriously.
My name is Brittany, and I'm biracial, and I'm only celebrating half of Black History Month this year. Let me tell you why. All right, so being Black and white, you have certain characteristics, certain features, certain mannerisms, right, that you get from either one side or the other. I'm sure there's plenty of people, biracial people watching this video right now that could tell me which one of my parents is white. It's like a little, you know, secret society type of a thing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not what's important. What's important is why I made the decision to limit myself to half of Black History Month. So this morning I'm taking my daughter to school, and I'm on a side street, and I'm trying to pull out into the main street, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and a car lets me go, right? And so I turn to them to say thank you, and I put my hand up like this, and I say, thanks, buddy. Like, just like that, just my hand, and I said, thanks, but I said that. Even though they couldn't hear me, I still said that in that voice too. Like, thanks, buddy. It wasn't something that I thought about. Okay, it just came to me. Like, it was part of me this entire time. I gotta hold myself accountable. I know exactly where that came from. And it's because of that I am only going to celebrate half of Black History Month. So
If you're a mixed Black person, do you feel comfortable celebrating Black History Month? I'm half Haitian, so my dad is a very dark Black man, okay? And my mom is Mexican, and she has a more light skin tone. So I took on more of her light skin tone rather than my dad's darker skin. I've been told my entire life that I don't look mixed, that I don't look like I'm Black. And it's bothered me my whole life, and it continues to bother me today, because it really raises the question, what do you expect me to look like then? As a mixed Black person, what should I look like to you? I think that's the real question here. So because I don't look quote unquote Black enough, I never felt like I was allowed to celebrate Black History Month or feel comfortable enough to openly talk about Black History Month or embrace it and celebrate it, because I felt like people would look at me and say, well, why are you celebrating Black History Month? And there is so much rich history about Haiti that I feel like doesn't get talked about enough. Like, for example, it was the first Black country to liberate itself from slavery. Like, how amazing is that? I don't know, because of the criticism I've gotten around how I look, how I talk, how it's just simply not Black enough for people, that I just don't have the allowance to talk about my own Blackness. So if you're mixed black, I want to hear your thoughts about Black History Month. Like, I genuinely want to know how you feel about it. Do you feel comfortable celebrating it? Do you regularly celebrate it? Does your family support you celebrating it? Do your friends, like people in your life? I'm very curious to know how you receive Black History Month. Unfortunately, people can be not very nice and not very welcoming. So I just want to tell you that you have complete 100% allowance to celebrate your own culture, and no one else gets to dictate that for you. So happy Black History Month to my mixed black people.
So I see the videos about mixed people. Pick me. The reason why a lot of mixed people do not claim their white side is not because of self-hate, but more because of self-respect. So let me walk you through it. Imagine experiencing racism from like your own family members, like your white side of the family. Imagine your whole life you've been asked if you're adopted just for walking with your white parent. Then imagine what it's like for certain people to find out that they were only born because their mum wanted an accessory. Like, even if you come from like a good home, like I would say I come from a healthy home. Imagine like growing up like and seeing all of your cousins, you man are just playing, and you see that they're all white and you're literally the black sheep.
Yes, I do. Yeah, it means that my parents are literally from two different races, making me biracial, making me mixed. Do you know what it means? My dad is black. My mother is white. And they had some shit going on in the 80s when they got married and they had to live in a small little country town. Trust. Yeah, my grandma immigrated here. This is all public information. I posted story times about my family history. I'm not going to get into it, but what do you think mixed race is? Just because you don't understand where my features came from or what my family history was as I grew up does not make me any less of anything. And to the other person, Salty, whatever your name is, asking for evidence, I don't owe you evidence of anything. My DNA has nothing to do with your life, and nor is it your business, even though I have talked about it publicly as I'm a creator, and especially because Black Lives Matter and a lot of different movements have came up, especially in this past decade. And I think it's important to represent biracial mixed people and show that there's different colors and features of all of us. And not everyone looks like what you think they might look like. I don't owe you anything. And the audacity to ask for it is just so palm colored. I understand that colorism is huge and I don't look dark, and that's where this is all coming from. Doesn't change racial identity. I don't claim that I am only black. I don't claim that I'm the color black.
As we conclude this video, I'd want us to listen to this lady speaking. It's so controversial, but I want to find sense in what she's saying, and we can also conduct more research to prove what she's saying. So it sounds that, yeah, it's one way to unity, as you want to, yeah, live in a peaceful society where people don't have to choose either side, either black, white, what, like, why is that? So it's unfortunate that biracial people have to go through this even during this Black History Month, but yeah, that the world we're living in, when is race, colorism cease to be what it is right now? So listen to this.
For Pete's sake, if you want to talk genetics, all people have 99.9% of the same genes as other people, including black people, including white people. We share a common genetic heritage and lineage. White people originally descended from Africa. Think about your ancestors. Melanin is a pigment in the skin that causes it to be darker in order to protect from the sun. The only reason we're white is because there's less sunlight in European countries and northern places. Next.
The statements give me a mixed emotion. I don't know if I should laugh or I don't know. The next part was something for me. So that was it about this video, guys. Hope this video was beneficial to you. I've learned a lot, and I'm continuing to do further research in my search for race, ethnicity, culture, and I want us to live in a society where we'll be able to embrace our differences, as power, you know. Imagine if the world had only people who are the same. They speak the same, they look the same, they act the same. How would we be having a colorful world? Just imagine if you're typically the same as your partner. You love the same thing, you eat the same thing, you love the same way you live. Imagine what could that be? Boring world, isn't it? So diversity is power. So let's embrace each other. I appreciate that you spend your precious time on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's interact, share to your friends, to anyone you think this might be beneficial to. Goodbye for now.